Hi, Capricorn. This is Rena. Welcome to your September 2015 love reading. This is the first time I've been doing these. It's been a ball. And so I lay out 5 cards, and each one represents a different thing. The first card represents what is happening for you right now. And I got the Sun card, so it doesn't get more positive than that. I wonder if a lot of you are in the throes of a love affair, or you're otherwise, if you're single and you're looking but you're not desperate, then you might just be feeling so good about your life in general that it is easy for you to attract a proper love partner. I wanted to kind of say at the very beginning that these readings are most appropriate for people who are single and looking, especially if they have had problems in the past finding somebody that is appropriate for them, and also for people currently in a relationship who are not having a good experience within it, or are estranged, like a marriage that is experiencing a separation, that sort of thing. And so, going back to that Sun card, it seems to me that some of you may be in love. I was going to say, if you are in love with somebody right now, why are you watching a love reading? But knowing that you're a Capricorn, you might be saying, when is the other shoe going to drop? But actually, yeah, it seems to me that there is a very positive vibe regarding whatever your situation is, even if you are in a marriage that is going through rough times. You seem to be able to find joy in your life regardless of the stress of being in an incompatible relationship. So, or maybe you're just holding out hope that this relationship can, that this marriage can survive. Now, the universe wants you to know, and I got the Eight of Wands, and this is a kind of a, I would say, a holding pattern type of energy. It's interesting that we're going into a Mercury retrograde on the 17th of this month in September, because that kind of, it's like, a message that doesn't get delivered, cross communication, that sort of thing. But I think that this is almost like a a um, a little feeling that you should maybe hold off on any serious action. So let's say some of you are really in love with someone, whether or not you've actually made it official and you're just talking to someone, or even worshiping that person from afar. It might be best to kind of hold off for now. Maybe there is something that needs to be revealed that you're not aware of, or maybe it's just a matter of not rushing in to anything, because when Eight of Wands is in its upright position, it's like quick action, everything happening very quickly. So the reverse of that, being in its reverse position, would mean that you would not want to be hasty in anything related to a potential love partner. So even like, let's say the Sun card is suggesting that you are going to meet someone very soon, that you're in this positive frame of mind and you're going to meet somebody. Maybe you're not supposed to rush things. And the advice is the Ten of Swords, which is kind of like really a dramatic picture on the Waite Rider deck. What it says is that you are, what it's saying really is that the worst is over. If you have been in a contentious marriage, maybe you're having a divorce proceeding and it's just taken so much out of you. And so this is actually a very positive sign that you don't have to worry about there being more of the same, that this is kind of like hitting bottom, so to speak. And even if you're single, this may suggest that if you've been waiting for someone and you feel like it's never going to happen, and this can, of course, be the case in your 20s when you're younger and you have never had a serious relationship, and you're like, okay, when is this going to happen? It's might be suggesting that your loneliness has reached an end. I think that with the Sun card as the first card, though, that even you people who are looking for a relationship and you're not currently in a committed relationship, I don't think you're very sad about it. I think that you're in pretty good spirits. So I guess it's just saying that you're going to be on the upswing when it comes to romance. And the action that you should take is the 9 of Wands in reverse. And in its upright position, the 9 of Wands is to be defensive, watching your back. It's not a bad thing. It's just saying make sure that no one is getting anything over on you. But in its reverse position, it's suggesting that you let down your defenses. And I think that this is something that Capricorn needs to do in general. I think Capricorns tend to be pretty suspicious because it's part of that tendency sometimes in the shadow aspect of the cynicism of, thinking the worst in other people. Not because you're bad, but because knowing about the shadow side of life is something that take as just part of life. You don't see it as something bad to acknowledge. And I agree with you. I think we should be very clear-headed when it comes to other people and what they are capable of. But as long as it doesn't veer into pessimism, thinking the worst, is if you can just say, yeah, this is a potential and I'm not going to stick my head in the sand, then that's fine. I agree with that. But this card is about becoming more vulnerable and showing your vulnerability to others. So maybe you just keep up that stiff upper lip, and that's something that makes you seem remote, too detached, too wary. When it comes to other people, they might think that you're distrustful. And of course, that can create for you more of the same. So when you let down your guard, then you can let people in. And if you take this advice, then you get the 6 of Cups. And this is a very nostalgic card. It talks about the past, it talks about family, but there's an innocence in the emotion. Cups have to do with water signs. Water signs have to do with emotions. And so it could mean that you actually hook up with your childhood sweetheart. I mean, it could literally mean that. On a macro level, it means that you become more innocent, more loving in a pure sense, rather than a tit for tat kind of what can you do for me mentality. And that comes from letting down your guard and letting other people into your heart. And in any case, Capricorn, that was your general reading for love. And if you enjoyed this and want something more personal, I am now offering love readings. They're $19 for a 20-minute audio, and I utilize your natal chart. If you click on the link below, it will take you to the page that you can pay on PayPal, and I would love to do your love reading. Thank you, Capricorn. Have a great month. Bye.